Hello, my most amazing artists. I hope you enjoyed that read aloud, The Little White Owl, one of my favorite stories. And today we are going to be making pattern owls. So we are going to use our elements of art, line, shape, color, form, and we are going to do a watercolor resist pattern owl. So let's get drawing. All right, my most amazing artists, we are going to start making our owls, pattern owls, and we're going to start with a black oil pastel today. Remember, pastels will smudge, so please be careful. Try not to rub your hand over your work as you go. And the first thing we're going to be doing when we make our owl is we're going to start with his great big eyes. Now, the eyes are going to be pretty much the same, except you can change where you put your pupil, and you can change whether or not you have eyelids and what direction they are, and whether they're super droopy or halfway closed. That's going to be up to you, so everyone's owl will look different. So I'm going to start a little above the middle of my page, and I'm just going to make two great big ovals. Those will be our owl's eyes. And then inside, I'm going to do the pupils. I think this time I'll have my owl looking off to the right. So I'll make my circle, color in most of it. All right, now we're going to make our owl's beak. And you have choices on your beak as well. And I will put this picture at the very end of the video so that you can look at it if you want to make a different kind of beak. I think I'm going to make this one this time. So I'm just going to kind of make a rounded, almost like a rounded triangle shape. That came a little more ovally than I wanted it to, but I'm really not going to worry about it. I'm going to just go with it. There's like is open, and there's his bottom beak. And I could probably even color that in. Okay, the next thing we're going to do now that we have our nose and our eyes is we're going to come to the top of our paper, and we're going to make, we're going to come to this, near this corner, pull this down a little, and make a curved line over near the other corner. So that's going to be the top of our owl's head. Then I'm going to bring my line down a little beside the eyes and stop. Okay, we're ready for our owl's body. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start over here by my owl's eye, and I'm going to make a nice, great big U shape, leaving just a little bit of room at the bottom for feet. And then from this line, actually from this line, from the side of the eye again, I'm going to make another curved line out. That's going to be my owl's wings. And from there, you can just connect that line at the side of the head to your owl. All right, I'm going to, like we did with our polar bears, I'm going to make some sections on my owl's body where I'm going to add different types of patterns. Okay, and you can see with this one, I then went in with my oil pastel and I added some patterns with different colored oil pastels. I did some lines and circles, some triangles, some swirls, and some zigzags and squares. And I repeated the same pattern on the wings. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of that now. And I'll speed that part up for you. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do some watercolor painting right on top. Oh, I forgot one thing, friends. Feet. So I'm going to make 3 circles for 1 foot, and on the other side I'm going to make 3 more. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add my patterns now. All right, my amazing artists, we are going to, you can see that I finished adding all the patterns to my drawing of my owl, and I'm getting ready to paint. Now, when you paint today, we are going to be using something called complementary colors. What is that? Complementary colors, my friends, are just colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So you can see here, this is my owl that I already painted. I'm going to paint this one as well. But on my color wheel, colors that are opposite from each other are complementary. So where I saw my yellow oil pastel, I painted purple over it because it is across from my yellow. When I saw something that was green, I looked across and I knew red was my complementary color, and I painted that red. So here I had some blue on this one, mostly blue. So I looked at blue, and across from blue was orange. And that is how you are going to paint your owls as well. So the only place I did not do that is up here at the top and on the eyelids and beak. Also the feet, I made those orange just so he would have little orange feet. You can make them any color you want. So when we're looking at our color wheel and we are looking at our owl, we're going to decide what colors we need to paint. So I see here that I did yellow oil pastel, which means I am going to paint purple over this section. I did green here, so that means I'm going to paint red over my green swirls. It is right across from my green. This one has orange and yellow, but mostly orange, so I am going to paint blue over this section. This one is blue circles, so I'm going to paint orange over it. And then here on the outside, again, I can choose which one I think has more. I think I will probably do orange over this one since I have green and yellow and blue. I guess I could kind of choose which complementary color I wanted to use on this one. And then the top is going to be a kind of a free choice, and the beak is going to be a free choice, and the feet will be a free choice. Okay? When you're all done painting, you're going to cut your owl out. And that's an optional. You don't have to cut your owl out, but I think they look adorable if you cut them out. When I've done this lesson before, we've cut out our owls and we've displayed them all together in a little tree, which was really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up as I paint my owl. I'll say a quick goodbye at the end, and let's paint now. Before I speed up my video, I just want to remind you to put a little drop of water in each of your colors to wake up your watercolors before you paint, and then make sure you're cleaning that brush in between each color. The other thing you're going to want to remember is that you do not want to have too much water on your paper or it might rip. So you're going to really control how much water and how much paint you have. So at this point I'm going to speed up my video and I'll say a quick goodbye at the end. Okay, my friends, as you can see, I have finished my pattern owl. When he's all dry, I'm going to go ahead and cut him out. And remember to use those complementary colors. I hope you have so much fun today making these cute little pattern owls and using watercolor resist. Until next time.